This time we ask you please rise and remove your caps for the singing of the Star Spangled Banner performed tonight by Mr. Rich Follett.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Wonderful, thank you, Rich.
The 2022 Strasburg Express are on the air from First Bank Park in Strasburg, Virginia. It is the 2022 Strasburg Express and the Valley Baseball League tonight. The Strasburg Express host the Front Royal Cardinals. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kyle Gutschall. Glad to be back with you here tonight from Strasburg as the 20-17 Express hosts the 13-24 Cardinals, both teams out of the North Division. Strasburg continuing to scuffle. They're trying to finish off the regular season in a good way, and they still have a chance for the #1 seed in the North. We'll talk about that later. On the other side for the Cardinals, they've had a tough year, 13-24. They still are not eliminated from playoff contention, but they're in a position where they pretty much need to win out and have some help from Winchester and Percival. Starting pitcher tonight for the Express is the 5'9" righty from Western Carolina University in Bradenton, Florida, Lucas Hartman. Hartman comes into the ballgame with a 2-1 record. He has been very good. His last start was quite impressive, to say the least. That game was back on the 16th. Actually, no, it wasn't. It was back on the 15th. Against Percival. Strasburg's Lucas Hartman, 5 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, no earned, 1 walk, and 12 strikeouts. He struck out 12 through 5 innings. He'll try to pick up where he left off here tonight. Lineup for the Cardinals, leading off and playing center field, it's Dallas Height. Batting second and playing shortstop, Trent Jeffcoat. Batting third and playing first, it's Drew Camp. Batting fourth, the right fielder, JoJo Jackson. Batting fifth, Carlton Harper, the DH. Batting sixth is Sam Daggers, the left fielder. Batting seventh and doing the catching, Noah Carter. Batting eighth for the Cardinals and playing second, it's Riley Frost. And batting ninth and playing third, it's Christian Campbell. Jack Casa is on the mound tonight for the Cardinals.
Center fielder, number 17, Dallas Height.
We're ready for baseball here on the 20th of July in 2022 on a scorching day in Strasburg. Weather temperature of 88 degrees, 55% humidity, and the first pitch of the game is fouled back at 7:01. The batter, Dallas Height, stepping in here. Height out of Penn State, Harrisburg. And a high fly into right field. Under it's Kohler, and Henry makes the snag, and Dallas Height's the first out in the ballgame.
Brings up the shortstop from University of West Florida, number 2, Trent Jeffcoat.
And here comes Trent Jeffcoat. Trent is the shortstop. He is out of the University of West Florida from Pensacola, Florida. And he comes into the ball game as the pitch misses with, a called strike, 0-1. He comes into the ball game with a solid season under his belt, the second of the year. He's batting his second career year back-to-back. 367. He has no home runs, 10 RBIs. He lines one in the center. That's a base hit. And it gets past the center fielder all the way to the wall. Rounding first, on his way to second, and a quick stop at second base. Nearly tagged out is Jeffcoat. So a single and an E8 already here in the ball game. Got past Cox in center, and it went all the way to the wall.
Longwood, number 5, Drew Camp.
So Strasburg starting out in a tough way, just as they did yesterday in Game 1 against Charlottesville. So Jeffcoat's 30th hit of the year and now 80 at-bats. And here's Drew Camp, the first baseman. Camp out of Longwood University, the Lancers from South Chesterfield, Virginia. Hartman deals. Breaking ball, strike one. Lucas Hartman on the year with his 2-1 record. 22 2/3 innings pitched, 33 strikeouts, and a 3.22 ERA. Drew Camp, the batter, coming in with a 284 average. No home runs, 10 RBIs. And Hartman deals, and that's down low. Defense tonight behind Lucas Hartman. Parks in left, Cox in center, Kohler in right. Denton at third, Albert at short, Tavares at second, Garris at first, and Hooks doing the catching. 1-1 to Front Royals three-man Drew Camp. And a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One game in the books today around the league. Woodstock was shut out and almost perfect gamed in a 7-inning game against Covington, 7-0. Game lasted an hour and 45 minutes. They had, from what I saw, only 1 hit. I didn't see any walks or anything else. So 1 base runner the whole game for the River Bandits. 1-2 the count. And the pitch. Check swing. Looked like it was a called strike. And nope, not the case. 2-2. So Woodstock's lead in the North Division with the 1 seed is down to a game and a half. Strasburg could get it back to a game if they were able to come out on top tonight. 2-2 the count to Drew Camp. After a close pitch called a ball. That one misses. Counts full, 3-2. Strasburg would love to get 5 innings at least out of Hartman after they have taxed the bullpen in the last few days. Doubleheader yesterday. Day before was a win, and then on Saturday was also a doubleheader. And you know, the later you get in the year, the more guys go home or get injured or whatever it may be. So it's a battle in the trenches at this point. Hartman steps off and fakes the throw to second. I learned watching the All-Star game in the big leagues last night that some umpires, if they don't fake that throw that they do after they make the step off, that sometimes they will actually call that a balk. And from strike 3 to ball 4 as the pitch misses to Drew Camp, and that'll set up the double play with 1 out.
Now batting the right fielder from Georgia State University, number 25, JoJo Jackson.
Here comes JoJo Jackson, one of the better hitters in this lineup for the Cardinals in the 4 spot. Jackson out of Georgia State University from Stone Mountain, Georgia. He's a 6'3" switch-hitting left-handed thrower. So let's see what JoJo Jackson can do here with Jeffcoat at second and Camp at first. Hartman, the righty, set at the belt. Keeps an eye on the runner, Jeffcoat. The pitch. Fastball at the knees, 0-1. Jackson, 371 average, 2 home runs and 13 RBIs. One of the better hitters in the North Division. The pitch, and that's fouled away, 0-2. Front row with their visiting unis tonight. Gray tops, gray bottoms, the red striping on the pants, and then they've got the red piping around the top of the jersey and on the sides, and then their logo on the left of the jersey. American flag in the back. Jackson's got the short pants. And fastball missing up high. 1-2. Front Royal again coming in. It's been a frustrating season for many in the North Division, and that includes the Cardinals, who are fighting to try to get a playoff berth. It's going to be a tough road here in the last few games. They're going to need some help. And the pitch, and that's up high. They come in a game and a half. Check that. They're 2 games out of the last playoff spot. thing that kills them right now. They're 3-7 in their last 10, so they've been scuffling, but no one in the North Division is over 500 in their last 10 games. That's quite crazy. 2-2 to Jackson. Long look in the pitch. And inside, counts full, 3-2. So Hartman's missing, not by a lot, but he is missing and falling into some tough counts here early on. And the pitch, and that is popped up. Left side, foul territory, and Denton is not going to have room. It's out of play. So here we go again, full count, 1 out, Cardinals first and second. And this will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat and pitch number 17 of the inning. And we'll have to wait. Time is called by Jackson. Fly out, single in an air, and a walk, and a ground ball to first. Garris will take it to the bag, take the out, and there are 2 outs. Smart play there not to try to force anything and throw it out to the outfield. So they do get the second out. Runners move up to second and third for the Cardinals.
Number 31, Carlton Harper.
Second out in the first inning, and a big out to get Jackson there. Here's Carlton Harper, the DH. He also bats from the left side. And he is from LIU Post. 6'1" lefty. Second and third, 2 outs here in the top of the first. Hartman delivers, fastball down the middle, 0-1. So Strasburg already committing 1 error here in this first inning, but they're trying to get around it. We'll see if they can. 0-1. And a pop-up towards the outfield, and Albert makes the running catch, and the half inning is over. So the Cardinals threaten, but they leave 2. We go to the home half of the first. Strasburg coming up with Jack Casa on the mound for the Cardinals. welcome back to Strasburg. We go to the bottom of the first. Jack Casa is on the mound for the Front Royal Cardinals. Casa out of Alvernia University from Phoenixville, Pennsylvania, 6-foot righty. And he will face the Express lineup. Leading off and playing center, it's Jonah Cox. Batting second and playing shortstop, Armando Albert. Batting third and playing the designated hitter, Cam Claunch. Batting fourth, the third baseman, Zane Denton. Batting fifth and playing right, it's Henry Kohler. Batting sixth, the catcher, Ty Hooks. First pitch from Casa as he works from the stretch is a swing and a foul right into the Express dugout. Batting seventh, the second baseman, Tommy Tavares. Batting eighth, the first baseman, Reed Garris. And batting ninth and playing left, it's Brandon Parks. Jack Casa comes in on the year. He is 1-5 with a 4.65 ERA. 0-1. And that's fouled away. He has 17 strikeouts in 31 innings. So he's not a strikeout guy, and he's going to be looking for outs in play. And Strasburg will try to get to him early with Jonah Cox, the batter out of Oral Roberts University. From Thornton, Colorado, he deals and a foul back. Defense tonight behind Casa, Daggers in left, Height in center, and Jackson's in right. Campbell at third, Jeff Coates at short, Frost is at second, Camps at first, and Carter's behind the plate with Casa on the mound. Cox batting .286 with 12 RBIs, and he swings and misses. So Casa not with many strikeouts on the year, but he starts out with one.
Number 3, Armando Albert.
Here comes Armando Albert, the shortstop out of FAU, Florida Atlantic University. Armando from Plantation, Florida, 5'11" lefty, throws right. Cox with the strikeout falling to 37 and 130. The righty Casa from the stretch, and he deals way outside, 1-0. This is the last, no, this is not the last matchup between these two. Second to last one here at home, 1-0. And a check swing, called strike, 1-1. Looking forward at the schedule, tomorrow night the Express will be at Winchester, Friday back here against Newmarket, Saturday at Front Royal, and Sunday, I believe, Woodstock. It's a makeup game. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Albert coming in batting .304 with 10 RBIs. In game 2 last night, Armando 1 for 3, a single and 2 strikeouts looking. 1-2. And a line drive right up the middle past the glove of Casa. He was just kind of hesitant when he put it out there, and it went right past the mitt. Hard hit leadoff, or actually hard hit 1-out single for the Express. So credit Albert with his 26th hit of the year. First hit for the Express. And here comes Cam Claunch, the DH. Cam has been pretty good the last few days. He hasn't always been getting credited because it's been a lot of hard hit outs for him when he does get out. But he's been squaring the baseball up. A lot of baseballs hit towards right center and right field, and just waiting for that one game to really get him going and see if he can see the ball over the fence. Albert back on the throw. Claunch is a second-year player out of ECU from Mooresville, North Carolina. Bats from the left side, 6'4", 200 pounds. And he takes a strike, 0-1. This game being streamed live on Facebook, YouTube, and Stretch Internet. You can pull up the game searching up Strasburg Express. You can tune in from your TV or whatever smart device you may have, iPad, whatever. There's plenty of them around these days. Cam is batting .295 on the summer. He does have 3 home runs and 11 RBIs. And he takes outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. A lot of ones on the board right now. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 1 hit for each team and 1 error for the Express. And Claunch takes one in the dirt, 2-1. Good block by Carter. Other games around the league tonight. Winchester's at Percival. That was originally supposed to be a doubleheader. Not sure why they postponed the second game, but they're playing one. Covington's at Harrisonburg and Charlottesville's at Stanton. Throw over and back in safely. A lot of odd reasons this year for games being called off. We get the rain and everything, and when you get pushed back to the point where the season's already been extended one day, it's kind of like, wow, you need to be getting all the games in. So for whatever reason, unable for them to play 2 games. And Woodstock actually played at Newmarket as they were the home team today against Covington. Woodstock just cannot win as the home team this year. They are struggling at home. 2-1. And a ground ball right side through the hole and into right field, and Albert will hold up at second. So first and second now for the Express. Back-to-back singles after the strikeout to start the inning. And here comes Denton, the third baseman out of the University of Tennessee. Zane Denton, the lefty, actually the switch hitter, will step in here against the righty Jack Casa. And the pitch. And he takes a strike, 0-1. Oh, the count to Zane Denton. And a ball in the dirt. Albert got to go to third. He will get there safely on a wild pitch. So the Express now with a man in scoring position with still only 1 out for Denton. See, well, the corners won't be able to play in because they're going to have to hold Clunch at first. So surrendering a run here unless the ball is, I would say, back to the pitcher, obviously wouldn't score a run. 1-1 to Denton. And a swing and a high fly into right field, going back to the wall, and it is out of here. Zane Denton gets a hold of one and sends it over the right field fence. And the Strasburg Express with an early 3-0 lead here in the first inning. So after the long ball by Denton, here is Henry Kohler, the right fielder. He out of Davidson. He takes a strike, 0-1. For Zane Denton, that is his 3rd home run of the year. He now has 17 RBIs. 0-1 to Kohler. Swing and a miss. Henry scuffling as of late, average down to 276. No home runs, 13 RBIs. A lot of strikeouts recently for him, but no better time than tonight to get things turned around as we get towards the end of the season, heading into playoff time in the Valley League. 1-2 to Henry Kohler. The lefty awaits the pitch, and a pop-up left side and out of play. So Jack Casa, after striking out Jonah Cox, allowed a single to Albert, a single to Clunch, and a 3-run home run to Zane Denton.
That one actually hit the train station.
So Strasburg 3 runs, 3 hits, and an error early on here, still in the bottom of the first. Kohler awaits the 1-2 delivery. And a line drive up the middle. That's going to drop for a base hit in front of Dallas Height. Back-to-back hits here for Strasburg in the first.
Now batting the catcher from Winthrop, number 11, Ty Hooks.
And that brings up Ty Hooks. He is the catcher from Winthrop. And yes, I continue to have this memorized. Rock Hill, South Carolina. South Carolina as a whole, the Carolinas are very nice. I prefer to go south before I go north. Here's Ty Hooks. And the pitch. And that's up high. Hooks coming into this game with the highest on-base percentage in the Valley League, and it's not even close. He's got around a 50-point higher on-base percentage than the second-place man in the league. Draws a lot of walks and picks up base hits when he needs them. 1-0, runner goes. It's a ball. Throw to second is not in time, and a stolen base for Henry Kohler, and Hooks is in a 2-0 count. I know Hooks took that pitch, but one thing I'd love to see more of is hit and run. The type of pressure that puts on a defense when there's multiple things going on at once, and it puts guys out of position trying to cover the base. We haven't seen a lot of that this summer from anyone, but it's fun to watch when it works. 2-0 outside, and Hooks is a ball away from ticking the on-base percentage up a couple of more points here. The pitch. And he takes in the dirt, and runner's on his way to third. Here's the throw, and he is out. Kohler did not slide into third base, and he's thrown out. Oh my. So a walk and a caught stealing there. I don't know what happened for Kohler, but he just did not slide. Caught stealing 2-5, and there's 2 outs. That's kind of odd. Here's Tommy Tavares, the second baseman, and he takes up high. That's a huge break for the Front Royal Cardinals. Instead of first and second, 1 out, or even first and third, I think if he slides, he's safe. 1-0. Tavares lines one into third, or past third, and yep, looks like that's going to come back to cost him. Another hit for Strasburg, and the inning continues. Here comes Reed Garris, the first baseman. And that's now matching the hit total for the last 4 games in a row. The last 4 games in a row, Strasburg had 5 hits. In this game, in the first inning, they already have 5. There's a stat for you. Here's Reed Garris out of Clemson, the 8th man to bat in the inning. And he takes in the dirt. So a strikeout, single, 3-run homer, single, walk, caught stealing at third, and a single. That caught stealing at third, you hate to see that, especially when the guys are swinging it well. Garris batting $157 with 3 RBIs. And he takes a strike. And the count is 1-1. It'll be the 29th pitch of the first inning for Casa coming up. And he lines one up the middle. That is going to be past the second baseman in the center field. Runners being sent home. The ball's bobbled, and it's 4-0 Strasburg. Reed Garris with an RBI single. The catcher, Hook, scores from second. And Reed Garris with the RBI, the 6th hit of the inning. And that'll bring a coach out for the Cardinals. So now just look back at that called stealing here in the inning. Wow. Would be 5-0. So a stoppage here with the meeting on the mound. The Express with 6 hits in the first frame. That was another hard hit liner right up the middle. Casa couldn't make the snag. And then the second baseman, Frost, laid out. He couldn't get there either. And height was a little bit of bobble, but Hooks was already rounding third, going to score anyway. So that brings up the 9-hole hitter, Brandon Parks, the left fielder. Parks out of George Mason University from Hampton, Virginia. Bats with men on first and second and 2 outs here in the first. Just think, this inning started with a strikeout. And the pitch. And a foul back. He wasn't waiting around, but he couldn't keep it fair. 0-1. So for Reed Garris, his 4th hit of the year, 5th RBI. Clutch knock up the middle. You got to take these when you get them. Sometimes for Strasburg, they have 1 inning like this and don't have one the rest of the game, so you've got to continue to add on. Parks fouls it away, and now he's behind 0-2. It'll be the 32nd pitch of the inning coming up for Casa here with 2 outs in the first. He comes set, and he deals. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. That'll be fielded by the shortstop, Jeffcoat, taking it himself. 6 unassisted. And the half inning is finally over. 9 members of the Express come to bat. 4-run score on 6 hits. 2 are left. We're through 1. Strasburg 4, Front Royal nothing. We go to the second inning of play. Strasburg leading Front Royal 4-0. First pitch is fouled away to Sam Daggers. It is 0-1. And that misses. One ball, one strike to count. And that misses. Hartman from the stretch. And that is popped up foul. Right side, Garris giving it a look to the netting and over the netting. Almost hitting a young lady in the noggin. 2-2.
Train station exchange, you'll get a wonderfully cold ice pop.
Freeze pops would be nice tonight. And from, I should have said the windup last time, 2-2, hard liner up the middle. That's a base hit for Sam Daggers. So Front Royal with a couple of knocks off of Hartman to get this ball game started. Leadoff single in the second.
Now batting the catcher from the College of Charleston, number 26, Noah Carter.
Here comes Noah Carter, the catcher out of the College of Charleston. College of Charleston and the Colonial Athletic Association. One of the only 2 catchers on the roster for the Cardinals. Pitch is up high. Hartman a little off control-wise. This kind of reminds me of his control against Woodstock. Now that night he was absolutely roughed up. Really the only appearance he's had all year that was poor. Quick throw over and back in safely. That last appearance, 12 strikeouts in 5 innings. That's impressive. 1 walk, 1 run allowed, and it wasn't even an earned run. And the pitch, swing and a miss. That was the 26th pitch of the outing for Hartman through an inning plus. So he would love a ground ball here. Armando Albert out there at shortstop talking to the umpire. And a ground ball, but it's into the Cardinals dugout, and a nice play made. And I can't tell who that is. Number 3, 31. Carlton Harper, the pitch. And that misses. 2-2. Carter 10 for 50 on the summer, 200 average, no home runs, 6 ribbies. Hartman shaking off 3 signs, probably going back to the first one, which is a fastball. Let's see. Breaking ball, liner to first, past the first baseman, into right field. He couldn't really make a read on the ball because the base runner, Daggers, was right there, and it worked out for the Cardinals. First and second, nobody out here in the second inning.
From University of North Georgia, number 7, Riley Frost.
And here comes Riley Frost, the second baseman. Am I crazy to say here that he might bunt? And we've got a meeting at the mound. The umpire's coming out. He actually beat the catcher out there, so that means this one's going to be a freebie. We're learning out here. Yep. Safe. So here's Riley Frost. Let's see if he shows. I know the Cardinals are down 4-0, but the game's early. You don't want to hit in a double play, and you really want to get the guys over. Frost out of the University of North Georgia from Roswell. He's swinging away, and he takes a strike, 0-1. 3 hits now in the night for the Cardinals. Frost is batting a .154, no home runs, 9 RBIs. He's 15 for 97. 0-1. And Hartman misses, 1-1. Appreciate everyone tuning in on Facebook or YouTube. Also listening on Stretch Internet. You can find stats on this ball game by going to ValleyLeagueBaseball.com. It's attached in the Facebook comments section on this stream. 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Hartman set at the belt. He deals. Swing and a miss. Well behind that pitch was Frost. It's 2-2. Let's see if Lucas can come up big here and pick up a punch out, or at least get it out here in the inning and get some more momentum going. The pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Lucas Hartman going up the ladder with a fastball, and Frost maybe should have laid it down. That's 1 out here in the second. Here comes Christian Campbell, the third baseman. Christian is out of South Georgia College. 6-foot righty, 155. And the pitch, and that misses. One ball, no strikes. The count to Campbell. Looking for a ground ball. He pops it up right side. And the right fielder coming in, he lays out. He can't make the catch. Good effort out there by Kohler. He didn't slide in the third earlier, but he does make a sliding attempt there. And it is 1-1. Christian Campbell batting. He has a .217 batting average, 4 RBIs. He's in the 9 spot tonight for the Cards. 1-1. Breaking ball, strike 2. Nice pitch there. Hartman working ahead here, 1-2. 1-2 the count. swing and a line drive out of play. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Top third, Winchester leading Purcellville 1-0. Winchester is a game and a half behind Purcellville. The Royals are 2-8 in their last 10. So they would love to win one here tonight, or win one against Purcellville and try to get closer. 1-2, and there's that slow breaking ball, and it misses. 2-2. Smile on the face of the batter, the pitcher, and the base umpire. So there was the eephus that we still haven't seen work out yet. That's one you can't leave over the plate, or it's like a wiffle ball. 2-2, and fouled away. Hartman lost his hat there. Still 2-2. So not ideal as far as the pitch count goes, I would say, for Hartman. He's already getting up there. He's at 30. Check that, 40. 40 through an inning and a third. Two. And he missed. 3-2. Full count coming up. And a foul back. Cardinals are fighting at the plate. Hartman working on 4 days rest instead of the typical 5 that he's used to. Express with their home camouflage looking unis, purple, black, and gray. Little white too. And a step off fake throw to second. I think the biggest thing is there's just no rhythm right now for Lucas. And a part of that is the Cardinals are fouling off a ton of pitches. They're working the counts, and it's hard to get into a groove. And he missed outside ball 4, and the bases are loaded for the Cardinals. Still only 1 out. And back to the top of the lineup, Dallas Height, the right fielder.
Center fielder number 17, Dallas Height.
One thing that kills you when it comes to close pitches, if you aren't right around the zone consistently, sometimes you don't get them. Not saying that's how it should be, but it's how it is sometimes. Here's the pitch, and that misses. 1-0. Dallas Height ahead in the count, 1-0. And he finds the strike zone, 1-1. Perfectly located fastball there on the outer part. Comebacker would be nice. The pitch, and a ground ball down the third base line. It's a fair ball. And that'll score at least 2. Runner coming to the plate, it'll score 3, and it's 4-3. A 3 RBI double for Height, and the walks come back to get Hartman here in the second.
Shortstop number 2, Trent Jeffcoat.
So just like that, a single strikeout walk and a double, 3 RBI double to be exact, right down the third base line past the bag. Parks just couldn't get to it quickly enough, and it easily allowed the next runner to score. And that was Campbell, so a meeting on the mound. Meeting at the mound is over. Tying runs at second base here in the second inning. Trent Jeffcoat's the batter. Singled his first time up, was left out there. And the pitch, and he swings and misses, 0-1. Feels like yesterday when Strasburg finally scored 3 in the 6th inning against Charlottesville, and then they blew the game, giving up 4 in the final inning, the next inning, and they lost a really tough one, game 1 yesterday. 0-1 to Jeff Coate. Runner goes, the pitch is in the dirt, throw to third by Hooks, and not in time. So the tying run is now at third base. Still only 1 out. Stolen base for Dallas Height. Corners are going to come in, so a ground ball up the middle, and this game's tied. One. That's outside. Lucas misses 2-1 now, the count. I'm having trouble reading the scoreboard today for some reason. The pitch. Swing and a pop up in the center. Back is Cox. That should get it done pretty easily, and it will. Run comes into scoring just like that. This game is tied 4-4.
First baseman, number 5, Drew Camp.
So an RBI for Trent Jeffcoat, and we're back to even. Here's Drew Camp, the first baseman. Camp walked his first time up. Hartman now from the windup in the pitch. Breaking ball misses, 1-0. And popped up out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. And inside, 2-1. Fouled away, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Please return all foul balls to the train station. Thank you.
Two pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. And the half inning is over, but not before the Cardinals answer back with 4 runs of their own. 4 runs, 3 hits, and no errors. They leave nobody on base. Through an inning and a half, Strasburg and Front Royal tied at 4. And back to Strasburg after a fly out on the first pitch by Jonah Cox. Here's Armando Albert, and he hits one high into the air into left field. Ranging to his left is Daggers to make the catch, and there are quickly 2 outs here in the second.
Now batting is DH number 16, Cam Clunch.
So a fly out to center and left to start the home half of the second inning for Strasburg. And here's Cam Clunch, the DH. Clunch singled his first time up and scored a run. The pitch. And he takes a strike from Casa. So Casa, who threw a boatload of pitches in the first inning, has thrown about 5 here in this inning, after he was roughed up. 0-1. And that is hit a mile high into right. JoJo Jackson has a beat. Fly to left, fly to center, fly to right, and the inning is over. The Express go down 1-2-3, making Casa's inning very easy. We go to the third. It's all tied up 4-4.
Number 25, JoJo Jackson.
JoJo Jackson leads it off for the Cardinals as we go to the third inning of play. 4-4 the score. Jackson grounded out to first, his first time up, with men on first and second at the time. He got him over to second and third, but they did not score in the first. First pitch swinging is Jackson, and he fouls it away, 0-1. Hartman is at 30, 40, 56 pitches. Starting the third inning. He would love a quick inning like Casa just got for the Cardinals. That's fouled back, and it's 0-2. No games in the big leagues tonight. Another off day. Some games will be played tomorrow, including, and I think this is very odd, a doubleheader between the Yankees and Astros in Houston. Kind of weird to be starting with a doubleheader, but 0-2. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup there from Hartman, and that is his third strikeout of the night. 1 up, 1 down in the third.
31, Carlton Harper.
Brings up Carlton Harper, the DH, popped out too short his first time up. He made that nice snag in the dugout a little bit ago. One-handed grab, may I add. Hartman winds and deals, and it's a strike, 0-1. 0-1 is grounded to second base. Tommy Tavares will field throw it to first in time. It's always a close play for some reason at first, and there are 2 outs. And it's Sam Daggers, the left fielder.
The batter's the left fielder, number 32, Sam Daggers.
Daggers singled and scored his last time up, which was his first time up in the second inning. Daggers from Shepherd College in Galloway, New Jersey. He bats from the right side. The pitch. And he swings first pitch down the third base line. Backhanded play by Denton. Throw to first. Heck of a play across the diamond. It just stayed fair. Denton behind the third base bag was able to backhand it, throw it across the diamond in time, and the inning is over. So Hartman does pick up a 1-2-3 inning. It was a much needed 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the third. 4-4 the score. And first pitch swinging in the third inning is a line out snagged by the shortstop Jeffcoat for the first out. Strasburg just swinging early and often here in this one. So a line out to short by Zane Denton, and here's Henry Kohler. Henry shows bunt, pulls back, and takes a ball, 1-0. Strasburg 4, Front Royal 4. We're in the home half of the third inning. Strasburg led 4-0 after 1, but then the Cardinals with 4 of their own in the second. Kohler swings and misses at a pitch on the outer part, darting towards the ground, 1-1. Casa deals. That's in the dirt. Center fielder Dallas Height really moving to his left. A lot of room in that left center gap. My goodness. I don't know what the right fielder's doing out there, practicing a swing or something. Jackson's out there taking some practice swings. But the center fielder is way shifted. I guess they think he's going to pull it. That's, up high, but in the strike zone, 2-2. Casa from the windup, or from the stretch. The 2-2. Swing and a pop-up. This could be trouble. Left field, third baseman giving it a look. He lays out, can't make the play, and Kohler will have his second knock of the night. It was a blooper. Great effort by Campbell, running backwards, trying to catch it over his shoulder, and he just couldn't make the snag. Heck of a tough play. And the second hit of the night for Kohler. He's 2 for 2. Here's Ty Hooks, the catcher. Walked and scored his first time up. Those are the ones that Strasburg has not really had on their side this year, are the bloopers. Usually they're the ones allowing the bloopers. And Hooks swinging away first pitch, which is kind of rare for him, fouling it away, 0-1. Line out to short by Denton, single to left by Kohler, and now Ty Hooks batting. Can't imagine a catcher's white pants after every game they catch. Ooh. And a quick throw over. Kohler back in safely. Temp dropping somewhat here at the yard as we come up on about 8 o'clock. Oh, 1. And a throw over. Back in safely is Kohler again. And over the head of Hooks and moving to second easily on a wild pitch is Kohler. That pitch was way out of the zone, almost hitting Hooks in the head. One ball, one strike. And Casa will step off the rubber. The pitch. And changeup down low, two balls and one strike. Hooks came into the game with a .268 batting average, no home runs, 15 RBIs. Two-one. And that's in the dirt off the catcher's glove. Moving up to third easily is Kohler. He doesn't need to slide this time. And that'll be a wild pitch. So two wild pitches here in this at-bat. And Hooks is once again a ball away from drawing another walk. I don't know how this always happens. 3-1. See if Hooks can hit one in between the shortstop and third baseman. He hits it to third, but foul. Full count, 3-2. We're here in the third. One out. Strasburg, 4 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error. Cardinals, a front royal, 4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors. Henfield playing back for the Cardinals, so they'll surrender the go-ahead run here in the third. And that hits Hooks in the helmet. And he will take his base.
Second baseman, number 13, Tommy Tavares.
So he was almost hit on the second pitch in the helmet. He got out of the way, and then this time he does get hit in the helmet. So once again, on-base percentage goes up, and here's Tommy Tavares, the second baseman, singled his first time up. Now a double play opportunity for the Cardinals, and a swing and a miss by Tavares, 0-1. Tavares, 6-foot righty out of the University of Pittsburgh from Brooklyn, New York. 0-1 the count, and a throw over to first. The catcher Hooks is back in safely, and he even acknowledged that by putting his arms out saying safe. 0-1. Swinging a ground ball. This is not going to be a double play ball, and it might be a tough out. Oh, it hit Hooks. A run scores. No, it doesn't. They're going to send the runner back to third. Oh, my. So Hooks runs into an out, literally, and there are 2 outs, and the runner has to go back to third base.
First base, number 18, Reed Garrett.
And a ground ball foul. So what a tough break there for Strasburg. The ball just bounced up and hit the base runner Hooks. I mean, we're seeing things this year that you never see. And that made the runner have to go back to third base instead of scoring the go-ahead run. Oh, man. 0-1 to Garris. And he hits one through the hole into left field, and the Express do score the run. Reed Garris is 2 for 2, and it's 5-4 Express. So Kohler will score from third. RBI for him. Garris, that is.
Now batting left fielder, number 6, Brandon Parks.
So Strasburg back on top 5-4, and here's the 9-hole hitter Brandon Parks. Grounded out to short his first time up, and he's swinging first pitch again, fouling it away, 0-1. A line out single hit by pitch, fielder's choice, RBI single here in the third. Count is 0-1. 0-1. And a foul into the glove, 0-2.
Next, come on.
Oh, to the count. Garris at first, Tavares at second. And the pitch to Parks, and he takes way outside, 1-2. So after a long first inning and a quick second inning, another long inning for Jack Casa, who again came into this game with a 1-5 record. And he has surrendered 8 hits, 5 runs over 2 2/3. 1-2 pitch. And a line drive into right past the first baseman. That'll get down. Rounding third on his way home is Tavares, and it's 6-4 Strasburg. So Tavares scored from second base. Garris moving all the way from first to third. And Brandon Parks with the RBI single. Back-to-back RBI hits for the Express here in the third.
Now batting number 30, Jonah Cox.
Back to the top of the lineup, Jonah Cox batting for the third time in this ball game as we are in the third inning. And the pitch is fouled back.
That's what he just told me. He said, hit for the batter and unassisted put out for the closest fielder. Second baseman. Instead of the fielder's choice, I gave him
The pitch is missing. Throw to second. It is not in time. And stealing second is Parks. It'll be a stolen base, and it's second and third now. One ball, one strike, and time called. 6-4 the score here in the bottom of the third inning. Jonah Cox and a 1-1 count with men on second and third. Love to get those in as well, and he hits it foul. Third base side, it's 1-2. We're trying to get the scoring correct on that ground ball by Tavares that Hooks ran into, which made the play dead. 1-2 to Jonah Cox. And a hammered baseball, but foul. He was out in front. And it's 1-2. That ball was crushed. We haven't seen Jonah hit a ball like that all season. And he was just out in front. So, still a ball and 2 strikes. Here it comes again. And a high fly to left field. Jonah Cox gets into one, and that ball is way out of here. My goodness, that ball was crushed. It's a 3-run home run, and Strasburg is up 9-4 on back-to-back pitches. He must have been seeing it well. Wow. That's probably the hardest and farthest baseball we've seen hit out of here all year. Wow, wow, wow. And that's going to be it for Jack Casa. He will leave the game after a rough outing, to say the least. He will go 2 2/3, surrendering 10 hits with 9 runs, all of them earned. 1 walk and 1 strikeout. Cardinals go to the bullpen. We're back after this.
batter, shortstop, number 3.
And back to Strasburg after the pitching change. 2 outs in the third. Chase Stanhope will come in to pitch for Jack Casa, who will leave the game. Stanhope is a 6'3" righty out of the University of West Florida from Pensacola, Florida. So our updated scoring decision on that ground ball for Tavares is going to be scored a single and a put out by, I guess, the second baseman. So it'll be a single for Tavares and then a 4 unassisted put out. So there are now 11 hits for Strasburg. 0-1 the count to Armando Albert. He's 1 for 2 tonight, and he takes up high. 1 ball, 1 strike. 3-run home run for Jonah Cox here in the third inning that chased Casa out of the game. That is a strike, 1 and 2. Stanhope on the season, 15 in the third innings pitched, 17 strikeouts, and a 7.05 ERA. 1-2. And a swing and a foul back. It's still 1 and 2. So Strasburg 4 in the first, Front Royal 4 in the second, and the Express 5 in the third. Now, if that keeps up, it's going to be a long night. Cardinals down 9-4 here in this ball game. Bottom of the third inning. And the 1-2. And a breaking ball down low. Catcher Carter was on his way to the dugout, but it was down 2 and 2. Armando came in 25 for 82. He's now 26 for 83. The 2-2. And full count. That pitch misses up high. Pretty good velocity from this righty Stanhope out of the pen for the Cardinals. And the 3-2. That's way up high. Ball 4. He lost him. So that brings up Cam Clontz, the only member of the Express that has not hit here in the inning. Clontz is 1 for 2 tonight. Single and a run scored in the first. And for Clontz, this will be his third at-bat of the game, and we're only in the third inning. You don't see that very often for the 3-hitter. Albert at first. Stanhope, the righty, set in the pitch. And he takes a strike. Good-looking located fastball there, 0-1. And that's a called strike, 0-2. Be interested to see if Lucas Hartman comes back to pitch here the next inning for the Express. We'll see. 0-2. And a foul back off the pole. Almost hit a couple of them. Still 0-2. Runner goes. The pitch is outside. Throw to second base. Not in time. Bang, bang play at second, but a stolen base for Armando Albert. Strasburg continues to be aggressive tonight. One ball, 2 strikes the count. Yep. Clontz trying to keep the inning alive to get Zane Denton up, who led off with a line out to short. 1-2 pitch. Man, that misses. Here's an interesting note out of the MLB. Julio Rodriguez of the Mariners earned more for his second place finish in the Home Run Derby than he'll earn this entire season with the Mariners. He made $750,000 for the Derby, and he's making $700,000 for the season. And then there's Juan Soto, who'll be getting $400-something million the next few years. 2-2. Swing and a high fly into left center. That's pretty well struck. Going back to the wall and leaping and making the catch. Nice play out there by Daggers. Clontz almost getting it over the wall. And the inning is over. We're through 3 innings. We've combined for 13 runs, 15 hits, and 1 error. We go to the 4th. Back to Strasburg as we go to the top of the fourth inning. Strasburg leading 9-4. And the first pitch misses. So Miles Denton is going to check in at second base for Tommy Tavares as that pitch is hit towards the Cardinals dugout. So he will be sliding into the 7 spot. Again, Miles Denton for Tommy Tavares. And the count is 1-1. Hartman deals, swing and a miss. Noah Carter behind 1-2. One, two, and that is popped up foul behind the plate. Still a ball and 2 strikes. And that misses. Swing and a miss, and Lucas Hartman with another punch out. 1 out in the 4th. Here comes Riley Frost, the second baseman.
Number 7, Riley Frost.
Frost struck out swinging his first time up. We've got an early history note that our good friend Mike Crawford sent in. We'll try to get to our history in the 7th, but we've got one here in just a minute. And that misses. Giants manager Alvin Dark said Gaylord Perry's hitting ability was so poor that, quote, they'll put a man on the moon before Gaylord Perry hits a home run. The pitch is a strike. Perry's initial home run came on July 20th, 1969, 20 minutes after Neil Armstrong first set foot on the moon. And that's a strike, 1-2. So he was right. 20 minutes to the good. 1-2 to Riley Frost. Hartman deals, and a swing and a liner into the gap. That's going to get all the way to the wall. And no, it's not. It's going to die before the wall. Cut off by the right fielder, Kohler. And Denton cut it off, sliding into second, falling off the base. Denton should have let that go to the bag, but he cut it off instead. And sliding into second safely is Riley Frost with a double, his 16th hit of the year.
Third baseman, number 10, Christian Campbell.
And a 1-out base runner for the Cardinals. And here comes the 9-man Christian Campbell. Walked and scored back in the 2nd inning. The ball just kind of died out there, and Henry Kohler, who made a heck of a throw the other night, made a good throw there and almost got him. Campbell, the righty, awaits the pitch from Hartman, and it's a breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-1. Breaking ball fouled away. Bottom of the 4th out of the North Division. Winchester now leading Purcellville 6-1. Top 3, Charlottesville 5, Stanton nothing. Top 4, Covington and Harrisonburg tied at 0. Again, Covington already played 7 innings earlier today at Newmarket against Woodstock and beat the River Bandits 7-0 and only allowed 1 base runner the entire game. 0-2 the count at Campbell. Fastball swing and a foul tip into the glove. A little bit of extra on that one for Hartman. And back-to-back, actually 2 strikeouts in the inning.
Center fielder, number 17, Dallas Height.
Back to the top of the lineup. Dallas Height will bat for the 3rd time in 4 innings. He is 1 for 2. Doubled and scored 3 on a 3 RBI double his last time up. He later scored in the inning on a sac fly to center. Here comes the first pitch. Swinging a hard liner past the third baseman Denton in the left. They're going to hold the runner at third base, getting it in, and almost a bad throw from Parks. He almost overthrew the third baseman Denton, the cutoff man. So the Cardinals have 1st and 3rd and still 2 outs here in the 4th inning.
Shortstop, number 2, Trent Jeffco.
Again, Strasburg would love to get Hartman through 5 tonight, but we'll see what happens. He's at 75 pitches through 3 2/3. Again, he came into this game 2-1 with a 3.22 with 33 strikeouts and just over 22 innings. The pitch, and that's in the dirt. Good block by Hooks. Tonight he has 5 strikeouts through 3 2/3. The other night he had 12 strikeouts through 5. One of the count to Trent Jeffcoat, 1 for 1, single and a sac fly and an RBI in the second. 1-0. Fastball misses, 2-0. So Strasburg already has more hits than they have combined in the last 2 games, and again they're breaking a streak of 4 games in a row with 5 straight hits, or 5 hits straight in every game. The count for Jeffcoat, and he takes up high, and I think if he walks him here, you might have to go to the pen. On deck is Drew Camp. He's 0 for 1 with a walk in the first and a strikeout in the second. .30. That's in there, 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike. Corners are occupied for the Cardinals. And that misses, ball 4. Just having trouble locating tonight. Not been his night, but still a chance to get out of this jam. We're getting back to that point, though, where the Cardinals have a chance for a big hit to get them back into the game for the second time tonight. So the 3-man Drew Camp steps up. Camp out of Longwood University. He bats from the right side against the righty. Be big to get ahead in the count here. And he does. Good pitch there from the righty Lucas Hartman. It's 0-1. Camp with 10 RBIs coming into the game with a .284 average. 0-1. Swing and a foul back. Hartman loses his cap, and he's a strike away from getting through 4 here tonight. Hartman gets the baseball and then immediately just throws it into the dugout. Gonna get him a new one. Let's see if he likes this one. Yep, that'll work. Cardinals, bases loaded, 2 outs in the 4th inning. It's been a busy night on the bases for everybody. 0-2 the count. Here it comes. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Fielded by the second baseman, Denton. He will take it himself and make the play. 4 unassisted. Clutch play out there by the newly entered second baseman, Miles Denton. We go to the bottom of the 4th. The Cardinals leave them loaded. Strasburg 9, Front Royal 4. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Strasburg leading 9-4. Zane Denton will lead off for the second consecutive inning. Last inning he lined one to short that was caught by Jeffco, but then the wheels fell off for Casa and the Cardinals. 1-0 to Denton, and that misses. 9-4. Strasburg 4 in the first, 5 in the third, meaning if they stay on this pattern, they will not score here this inning. They'll score 6 the next inning, which would be pretty good. It'd be almost perfect, really. 3-0 the count to Zane Denton. Chase Stanhope is still the pitcher. The righty deals the 3-0, and that's down and in, ball 4. So a leadoff walk here in the fourth.
Right fielder, number 5, Henry Kohler.
And here comes Henry Kohler. He is 2 for 2 tonight. A single, hard hit single his first time, and a pop-up bloop single his last time. Kohler out of Davidson, the same school as Stephen Curry. The pitch, that's down low. 5 in a row out of the zone for Stanhope, 1-0. Trying to find the zone here. He deals, and he cannot. 6 in a row out of the zone. Yeah. See if he takes a pitch, trying to get a strike first. And nope, can't get one there either. That's 7 in a row out of the zone. 3-0. Hypothetically, you get a pitch right down the middle here. You still look at it? Up 9-4. Green light here. That's what we're calling in the press box. 3-0. And he takes ball 4, and that is 8 balls in a row to start the inning.
Coming to the plate, the catcher, number 11, Ty Hooks.
Time's called as the catcher, Carter, will go out and talk to Stanhope. Here's Ty Hooks. We talked about his on-base percentage coming into the game. Well, all he's done tonight is gotten on base twice, a walk and a hit by pitch in the noggin his last time. If it's 12-4 at this point, I wouldn't have been afraid to tell Hooks to try to lay down a bunt. But it's 9-4, so he'll obviously be swinging away, trying to add on. We've already seen 2 home runs tonight. One from Jonah Cox, which I had to have been his first home run of the year. Hooks is still looking for his first, too. And there's a strike right down the middle, 0-1. We saw Zane Denton hit another home run. Stanhope, 8 strikes, 14 balls. 22 pitches. 0-1 the count. And a pop-up foul, and from 8 in a row out of the zone to 2 in a row in the zone.
Please return all foul balls to the train station. In exchange, you'll get a free spot.
Oh, 2. And that misses outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We got started tonight at 7:01. Cardinals and Express out of the North Division. Wrapping up the final few games of the 2022 regular season before the playoffs begin. Should be towards the beginning of next week as of right now. 1-2 to Hooks. Swing and a foul back. Good emergency hack as he fouled away a slider. Still 1-2. .40 viewers over on YouTube. We've got 30 on Facebook, some listening on Stretch Internet. Thanks for tuning in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stanhope deals to Hooks, and it's a swing and a ground ball to second. It takes a bad hop off the lip into right field, coming around third and scoring, and Ty Hooks is on for the 3rd time tonight. RBI single. It's 10-4 Strasburg here in the 4th inning. Zane Denton scoring from second base easily. Kohler moves up from first to second, and Ty Hooks is now 1 for 1 with 1 RBI. Sorry. So first and second, nobody out for Miles Denton, the second baseman. This is his first at-bat of the night. He came in to substitute for Tommy Taveras, who was 1 for 2 with a run scored and a single. That ball hit the lip and just bounced right over Riley Frost's head into right field. Denton swings early and fouls it back. That was hit number 12 of the night for the Express, which is almost unheard of this year. What an offensive explosion. 12's nice, but more would be even nicer. 0-1. And he pops it up out of play behind the plate, and it's quickly 0-2. A lot of foul balls tonight. Denton behind 0-2 made a nice defensive play to end last inning. And he takes up high, 1-2. Miles Denton, the brother of Zane Denton. Miles also clearly from Brentwood, Tennessee, and Walters State Community College. 6'1" righty, 175. 1-2. And he swings and fouls one back. He went after a pitch darting out of the zone, and he's able to get a piece. Still 1-2. Denton is 2 for 7 on the summer, batting .285. Still looking for his first home run and first RBI. Stanhope looking in for his signs. He has thrown 30 through a third of an inning. The 1-2. That's a dirt ball. Runner's going to try to move up. Will Kohler slide this time? They go to second, and Hooks is out by a mile. He tried to steal second, or at least go behind the runner Kohler, and he's thrown out easily. So a stolen base for, no, it'd be a wild pitch, and then caught stealing at second base for the first out. So that's the first out, and now it's quick to be the second out. Corner's going to play in the pitch. Swinging a ground ball to first. Runner's holding up at first. Skip throw to first in time, and there are 2 outs. Kohler stayed at third. He didn't score on it, and suddenly 2 outs, and runner still on third base, and here comes Reed Garris.
First baseman, number 18, Reed Garris.
So Kohler decided to hold up instead of trying to score, and the Express have kind of ruined this inning here. Leadoff walk, actually back-to-back walks, and a single. And a ground out, 3-1. So Kohler holds up at third, 2 outs, and here's Reed Garris. 2 for 2, 2 RBIs, 2 singles, and a run scored. And he takes a slider, called strike, 0-1. Strasburg 10, Front Royal 4, bottom of the 4th. Express with 1 in the inning. Garris trying to make it 3 for 3. And he nearly gets hit. Ball's to the backstop. It trickles away, but Henry holds at third, 1-1. Stanhope from the stretch. He deals. That's way up high, 2-1. On deck is Brandon Parks, the left fielder who's in the 9 hole. He's 1 for 2 with a single, RBI, and a ground out in the first. If you're Garris here, you've got to be sitting fastball and try to do what he's done tonight, and that's drive it straight up the middle past the pitcher. 2-1. He takes, and it is a fastball, strike 2. 2-2. Reed came in 3 for 19, and he's 2 for 2 tonight alone. The pitch. That's in the dirt. Count is full. Nice block by Carter. Not a lot of room behind the plate. Typically, if a run does score, it's when the ball bounces up into the netting and kind of takes a while to come back down, but it's tight behind the plate. We've got wood boards and some padding. 3-2. And a swing and a miss. And Strasburg kind of runs themselves out of an inning. They do score 1 run, though, and add to their lead. And we are through 4 innings tonight. Strasburg 10, Front Royal 4. We're back after this. And first pitch swinging into left field and off the glove of the left fielder. And Parks could not make the snag. And reaching second. And that'll be an error on the left fielder, Parks. Jackson hit it out there, and it went off of the glove, and a play that's got to be made. So a leadoff knock. Well, not really a knock, but a leadoff error to start the inning for the Cardinals here in the top of the fifth. Second error of the night for Strasburg. And that's a ground ball to first. Garris snags it. He's going to take it himself. It'll be a 3 unassisted for the first out. JoJo Jackson, the unearned run, moves up to third. And here comes Sam Daggers. Daggers with a single and a ground out tonight. Run scored as well. Yeah, that's a play in left field that's got to be made. The pitch, and he takes a strike, 0-1. This is probably coming towards the end of the line for Lucas tonight. He's straightened out his ball strike ratio actually really well. It's just kind of untimely hitting and balls, and that's fouled away. Better off not catching this. The runner would tag up. Kohler on his horse, and it's out of play. So it's quickly 0-2. Hartman about to deal number 89. He's at 59 strikes to 29 balls. Much better than it was. Daggers came in 9 for 42. He's now 10 for 43. And the count is 0-2 to him. Hartman looking to punch one past him. Fastball, he overthrew it to the backstop. He really put a lot on that one, and all the way past Hooks, the catcher. So it's a ball and 2 strikes. One, two. Top 5, Front Royal trailing Strasburg by 6, 10-4. Hartman deals. It's a foul back. The count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Daggers is battling. Let's see if Hartman maybe goes soft with him. He does, and just misses. That pitch has been there for part of the night, but it's not this time. It's called a ball, 2-2. Swing and a foul tip into the glove. Hooks holds on. And there are 2 outs, and here comes Noah Carter, the catcher.
Now batting the catcher, number 26, Noah Carter.
And for Lucas, that is his 6th punch out of the night. Carter has struck out once tonight. Man on third, 2 outs. And a check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Strike 1. Oh, 1. Oh, my. Inside and low, 1-1. One the count. And a swing and a foul ball, 1-2. And Hartman trying to finish off his outing and qualify for something. That's all I'm going to say. Or I'll say he wants to be the pitcher of record. And he doesn't like that baseball, so he wants a different one. Pretty good frame job there by Hooks. Said, do you like this one instead? And yep, that'll work. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Noah Carter. Hartman looking in, shakes off a couple, finds one that he likes. Hands come set, and he deals. Swing and a foul ball. Got him in the box, and he is hobbling away from the batter's box. He'll have to come back and get his bat. Got him down probably on the shin area, and those are the worst place to get. That's really one of the worst places to get hit. Yeah, one of the only guys in the Valley League that isn't wearing a shin guard. Or this is the at-bat that he forgot to put it on. The count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And time called again. We're in the top of the 5th inning. 1-2. Swing and a foul back. Hartman looks frustrated with himself. I think he's just throwing as hard as he possibly can to try to finish this outing off, and every foul ball is kind of deflating. And he wants the baseball immediately. After he throws the pitch after a foul ball, I mean, he wants the ball. So we will do it again, 1-2. 65 strikes to 32 balls. That misses, 2-2. Hartman now losing his hat on every pitch. Swing and a miss, and Lucas Hartman is through 5 innings of baseball here tonight. And we are off to the home half of the 5th. Strasburg leading Front Royal 10-4. You're watching Valley League action out of the North Division on Facebook, YouTube, and Stretch Internet. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It'll be Brandon Parks, Jonah Cox, and Armando Albert due up. One 0. And a foul away. 1 ball, 1 strike. One 1. And Stanhope deals. It misses 2-1. Thank you for joining us here on tonight's broadcast. Kyle Gutshaw with you from First Bank Park in Strasburg, live on YouTube and Facebook. And Parks takes a strike. Two and two. And a foul ball. Still 2-2. Strasburg 4 in the first, nothing in the second, 5 in the third, 1 in the fourth. Cardinals with all 4 of their runs in the second inning. 3 RBI double down the line, then a steal and a sac fly. 2-2 to Parks. Stanhope delivers. Down and in, 3-2. Three-two, and very late swing, but staying alive, still full. Full count, and that's also chop foul. Again, the 3-2. It'll be pitch number 9. It's a swing and a high fly right at the right fielder. Making the catch is Jackson. And there's 1 out. Well hit baseball from Parks, though.
Center fielder, number 30, Jonah Cox.
I'm noticing this year that the later it gets in the ball game, the less likely the ball is going to fly out of here. I don't know what it is. Typically, you'd think it'd be the later it gets, the more it would fly out, but those bugs are invisible up there. They're kind of keeping it from getting anywhere. Well, here's Jonah Cox. He hit a moonshot his last time up. The pitch before he hit the home run, he hit it out but foul. And then the next pitch, he crushed the same pitch out, but it was fair. 1-0. And he takes in the dirt. 2-0 now. Yeah, that was his first home run of the year. He had 12 RBIs coming into the at-bat. He has 15 now. So 1 home run, 15 RBIs, 2-0. And he's not even getting a pitch that's not skipping in front of the plate. 3-0 now. Three and 0. And he takes up and in, ball 4. So Strasburg with a 1-out walk, and that brings up Armando Albert. Another base runner for the Express. And the first pitch. And delayed steal. Runner goes. And in there safely is Jonah Cox. Count is 0-1. Won the count. Man on second now. And a 10-4 game here in the home of the half of the 5th. Albert awaits the pitch, and it's a swing and a pop-up into center. Coming in and making the catch is the center fielder, Dallas Height, and there are 2 outs. He had to really run for that ball, and then he almost overran it.
Now batting number 16, Cam Clunch.
I've just been notified with that stolen base, Jonah Cox has broken the Strasburg Express all-time stolen base record for a season that was set by Ryan Galani last year. So Jonah Cox making history tonight. The new season record in stolen bases for the team. And that pitch is to the backstop. And this will not be a stolen base, but he will move up to third on the wild pitch. So congrats to Jonah on hitting that mark. He started out on game 1 stealing bases. Being told this is not going to be a Ricky Henderson. The base will not be given away. Again, I'll ask this question. Would Ricky Henderson be the same if they had review back then? Or would he be better if they had review? He could be better. Interesting thing to think about, I guess. Clunch would love to get a hold of one. He almost hit a home run last time. He's due. And he pops a broken bat blooper into center. That won't get it done. So he will have to wait until the next at-bat. A pop out to short, and that is out number 3 in the 5th. Strasburg threatens, leaves a man at third. We go to the 6th. Strasburg leading at 10-4.
Cardinals second baseman, number 7, Riley Frost.
New pitcher for Strasburg as we go to the 6th inning. It'll be Billy Rozakis out of Siena College, 6'1" lefty from Brooklyn, New York. He will take over after Lucas Hartman went 5 innings, allowing 6 hits, 4 runs, all 4 were earned, 3 walks and 7 strikeouts. He will face 8-9-1 Frost, Campbell, and Height here for the 6th. Riley Frost, 1 for 2 with a double and a strikeout tonight. The pitch, swinging a ground ball to third. Denton lays out, can't get it. Great play by the shortstop. Throw to first, not in time. That would have been spectacular. Garris was off the base at first. Oh, infield single. That would have been one of the top plays of the season. What a effort by Albert in the hole. Leadoff single for the Cardinals. And that brings up Christian Campbell, the third baseman, 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. Feedback in our Facebook messaging. Brian Garris says Ricky Henderson would have had more stolen bases with review. Nobody swiped them better. Here's the pitch to Campbell, and it's down low, 1-0. Rosakis on the year, 12 2/3, 13 strikeouts, 7.81 ERA. He picked up the win the other night in relief in the game against Purcellville. He went an inning and a third with 2 walks and a strikeout. The pitch to Campbell, that's low, 2-0. Make sure you're here with us in the 7th inning. We'll have our history notes for you on this day in baseball history, July 20th. A lot of it will probably be all-star related, so hopefully we can try to avoid some of that. 2-0, and that's in the dirt, 3-0 now. Our first history note in the 7th inning will come from 1859. And review was not a thing back then. The pitch, and that's a strike, bottom of the zone, 3-1. 10-4 the score, top of the 6th inning. Here in the North Division, matchup with the Express and Cardinals. Strasburg would love a ground ball up the middle here. Ground ball to third. Denton will go to second for 1. Back to first. Double play. Wait, no, they called him safe. Did Garris drop the ball? He dropped the baseball. Can't assume a double play, so it'll be the fielder's choice. Reaching is Campbell. It would have been a Denton to Garris double play. So a 5-4 to get Frost for the first out. And here's Dallas Height, the center fielder.
Now batting number 17, Dallas Height.
Height, a fly out to right, a double, and 3 runs driven in the second and a single in the fourth. That was a hard hit ball to third. Good turn all the way and just popped out of the glove of the first baseman's, or popped out of the first baseman's glove, I should say. So now you look for another ground ball for another possible double play. Swing and a miss from Height, 1-1. Bottom of the 6th inning, Winchester's lead down to 2, 6-4 over Purcellville. Charlottesville up 7-4. They're only in the 4th inning in Stanton. 6th inning, 1-1 Covington and Harrisonburg. The pitch from Rosakis, breaking ball, strike 2. Again, that was Jonah Cox. Last half inning, his 27th stolen base. The previous record was 26, including the playoffs. So Cox beat that record in many fewer games. 1-2. Swing and a pop-up out of play. Foul. It's still 1-2. One, two, the count. Swing and a miss, and the guard came off of Height on the aggressive swing. 2 outs here in the 6th inning for Rosakis and the Express.
Shortstop, number 2, Trent Jeffcoat.
Here comes Trent Jeffcoat. Jeffcoat batting from the left side. And he takes a strike. Nice pitch from Billy, 0-1. 0-1. Breaking ball misses. 1-1. One ball, one strike. 2 outs in the 6th. The pitch, and that's in the dirt. Hooks able to block it. 2-1. Two-one count. Ground ball. Shortstop. Nope, it's going to be fielded by Denton at third. Off balance throw to first. In time, Garris makes the snag, and the half inning is over. Zane Denton throws Jeffcoat out the top of the 6th. We go to the home half, the last of the 6th inning. Strasburg up 10-4.
Leading off Express, number 19, third baseman, Zane Denton.
Zane Denton, the third baseman, leads it off for Strasburg in the bottom of the 6th inning. It'll be a new pitcher for the Front Royal Cardinals. It'll be Sam Houff, a 6'3" righty from Bates College and Dobbs Ferry, New York. He will relieve Chase Stanhope, who went 2 1/3, allowing a hit, a run. It was earned, 4 walks, and 1 strikeout. The righty Houff facing Denton, Kohler, and Hooks here in the 6th inning. He comes set and deals. That's up high, 1-0. Season stats for Houff: 8 2/3, 8 strikeouts, and an 8.30 ERA. 1-0 the count to Zane Denton. He has scored 2 runs tonight, and he takes a strike. He hit a 3-run home run in the first. He lined out to short in the third, walked and scored in the fourth. 1-1. That's up high. 2-1. Umpire telling the pitcher he's got to move the rosin bag from out to the right of the mound, behind the mound, so it's not a distraction, I assume. 2-1. and fouled off the netting of the Cardinals dugout, and 5 or 6 guys were standing right there, and it hit the front, thankfully. But definitely a bit of a scare for those guys, as Denton somehow turned on that baseball. A lefty turned on that and almost decapitated a couple of guys. 2-2 the count. And a breaking ball misses. Counts full 3-2. Zane trying to get the inning started on the right foot. And he hits it high into the air to left field. To his right is Daggers. Still on the move. He makes the catch. Almost let it pop out of his glove. 1 out in the 6th.
Now batting the right fielder, number 5, Henry Kohler.
It'll be Henry Kohler now. He's been on 3 times tonight. 2 singles. I've got him with a couple of stolen bases. He was caught stealing in the first. A run scored. And he will try to get on for the 4th time tonight right here, facing the righty Half. We'll have our history for you next half inning. Make sure you're here. That misses. 1-1. Finally, some cool air out there. It feels good after a hot, humid day, and we're not going to get much relief. The next few days are going to be hot here in the area. 1-0. That's a breaking ball, slow breaking ball missing. 2-0. Sweatshirt might be on the shelf. That's for a while. Then again, at the championship last year in Game 2, I took my sweatshirt because it did get chilly, and it started pouring down rain after the game. That missed. 3-0. Again, last year, Strasburg Valley League champions for the 3rd time in the short existence of the franchise. 3-0. And swinging away, I like it from Kohler. It's a foul ball. 3-1. We've had a lot of action here in Strasburg in the last week or so. A lot. We'll get a night off. The guys will be at Winchester tomorrow night as that pitch is in the dirt, ball 4. And then we'll be back here again on Friday. 1-out walk to Kohler, and that'll bring up Ty Hooks, the catcher.
Brings up the catcher, number 11, Ty Hooks.
And the pitch to Hooks. Breaking ball up high, 1-0. So for Kohler, he's been on 4 times tonight. Singled his first 2 at-bats, and he's walked his last 2. He has scored 1 run, so that just tells you he scored once out of 4 times getting on base. Although it's still a 10-4 game. 1-0. And that's up high, 2-0. Pretty good pitch, but it missed. I've got Strasburg leaving 2 in the first, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and 1 in the fifth. 2-0. That's inside. Oh, inside corner. Strike. 2-1. He was taken all the way. A little bit of extra velo on that pitch from Hal. 2-1. Hello to Stanley Moorhead watching from Zion Crossroads. Throw over to first. Back in safely. Two one, and that's inside on Hooks, and it's 3-1. Ty has been on 3 times tonight. Hooks walked and scored in the first, was hit by a pitch in the third, singled in the fourth, and now he's in a 3-1 count trying to help the OBS or OBP. And that takes a strike 3 and 2. Those acronyms. There is an OPS too, but I'm thinking of on base percentage. 3-2 the count. Man on first, and 1 out in the 6th inning. Kohler, small lead. Now he jumps off the bag, and he holds the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Oh, he did. Strike out, and that's out number 2. Did not look like Ty went around, but they rang him up anyways.
Second baseman, number 8, Miles Denton.
And here's Miles Denton batting for the 2nd time tonight. Grounded back to the pitcher, his only time up. Yeah, I don't think he went. We don't have a side view. Of course, we can always review what we just saw. And I am going to watch it back here in just a second. And the pitch. Check swing. Didn't go. Okay, let's see here. 1-0. Runner goes inside, throw to second. He is safe. Another stolen base for Strasburg, and Kohler, that's his 3rd of the night.
Let's go, Miles. Get him in. Come on.
No, does not look like Hooks win. It was close. Very close. All right, 2-0 to Denton, and he swings through it, 2-1. Strasburg, 10 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors. Front Royal, 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors. Two-1 to Miles Denton. And he grounds one up the middle to short. Jeff Coate will scoop it, throw it to first in time, and the inning is over. Strasburg with a 1-out walk, stranded at second base. We're through 6. We're on our way to the 7th. Strasburg holding on to a 10-4 lead. We go to the 7th inning. Rozakis back on the mound for Strasburg. First pitch misses to the 3-hitter Drew Camp, the first baseman for the Cardinals. Drew is 0 for 2 tonight, and he takes a strike. It's history time. History's returning here to the broadcast on this day in baseball history, July 20th. First one coming from 1859 right after this pitch. 1-1 from the lefty. And that misses. Today in 1859, at a racetrack on Long Island, about 1,500 fans become the first ever to pay to see a baseball game. The spectators spend 50 cents to watch New York defeat Brooklyn 22-18. Not sure where the pitching was that day, as that's fouled away 2-2. Imagine going to a baseball game and paying 50 cents. I guess in those times you have to pay 10 cents for parking and 25 cents for a beverage. 2-2. And that is lined foul to the right. Still 2-2. Today in 1916, the Reds acquire 3 future Hall of Famers when Christy Mathewson is traded to Cincinnati with Ed Roush and Bill McKenzie for former Giants Buck Herzog and Red Killefer. I'm going to butcher that one. Those early 1900 names I'm not as familiar with. Full count 3-2. Herzog is trying to avoid the leadoff walk, and it cannot be avoided here as that one misses up high. So a leadoff walk to Drew Camp. And here comes JoJo Jackson. JoJo is 0 for 3 tonight. He reached on an error to left field his last time up, on a ball that should have been caught by the left fielder Parks. Rosakis, the lefty, set and deals, and that is popped up but out of play. 0-1. And a swing and a miss. Blew it right by him. Today in 1958, Jim Bunning of the Tigers pitches a 3-0 no-hitter over the Red Sox and fans 12. 2 walks and a hit batsman, taking away a perfect game from him. 0-2. And a foul back. JoJo just able to stay alive, still 0-2. Today in 62, Willie Mays and Willie McCovey and company overpower Roberto Clemente's Pirates with a devastating aerial assault with an assist from the Pirates' very own fifth column Dr. Strangeglove Dick Stewart. Some really good ball players back then. A lot of good players these days too. 0-2. Breaking ball, strike 3 called. Good looking curveball, finding the zone for the first out.
The DH number 31, Carlton Harper.
Here's Carlton Harper. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Today in 65, Mel Stoudemire of the Yankees becomes the first pitcher to hit an inside-the-park grand slam since 1910. It's impossible now. Pitcher can't hit, but yeah. Oh yeah, Ohtani, the pitch, and that misses. Kind of a fitting history note coming up next from 1969. 1-0. And strike called on the outer part. Today in 69, San Francisco's Gaylord Perry connects for his first hit of the year and it's his first Major League homer. There's that note we talked about earlier. Gaylord Perry going deep, 7-3. And there's the quote that I read earlier as well. 1-1. And up high, 2-1. Two balls and a strike, 1 out in the 7th. Camp at first, and Billy Rosakis will step off the rubber. Strasburg, 10 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors. Cardinals, 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Rosakis looking for a ground ball. The pitch. And he wanted to go after it, but he laid off 3-1. Here's one that you have to listen closely to really understand how the game has changed. We'll wait just a second. a geographical head scratcher, to say the least. Strike two. Today in 1969, the Braves blank San Diego 10-0 as the Braves grab a one-game lead over Los Angeles and San Francisco in the National League West. I still don't understand how the Braves were in the National League West. That's so weird. 3-2, and a foul out of play. The Braves on TBS. The Cubs on WGN. Three-two. And that is popped up left side in the infield. Denton makes the catch, and there are 2 outs. And here comes Sam Daggers, the left fielder. He's 1 for 3. Well, the East, Philadelphia would have had to been in the East, I would think.
Left fielder number 32, Sam Daggers.
Milwaukee was in the American League East. Okay. I can remember when Houston was in the National League. The game has changed. Oh, my. Yep. Redistricting, right? Swing and a miss. 0-1. Gerrymandering. 0-1 the count to Daggers. Oh, 1. And a ground ball foul. 0-2. Somehow on the Facebook broadcast we're getting the copyright message again, so I'm going to have to really be careful. I don't know why Facebook is marking us with copyright, considering number one, we're not profiting off of this broadcast, and number two, we pay to have permission to play the music. We have the royalty information. Again, that's why Facebook is an issue. 0-2. Swinging a high pop-up in the shallow right, coming into the right fielder. Denton, the second baseman, makes the catch as it tails away and the inning is over. Cardinals with a leadoff walk. The dreaded leadoff walk does not turn into anything. We go to the 7th inning stretch. We're back after this.
Number 18, Reed Garris.
We go to the bottom of the 7th. It'll be 8-9-1. Garris, Parks, and Cox due up for the Express against Sam Half, the pitcher for the Cardinals. We'll resume our history notes in just a few moments as Garris will step in against the righty. Garris is 2 for 3 tonight, 2 singles, 2 RBIs, and he takes one up high, 1-0.
50-50 number coming up.
One the count. And that's in the dirt, 2-0. Today in 1987, Yankees first baseman Don Mattingly ties a major league mark as he is credited with 22 putouts in one game. 2-0. And that's up and in, 3-0. Today in 93, Baltimore pitcher Ben McDonald hurls a one-hit shutout to beat the Royals 7-0. (3-0) to Garris. And he takes up and in, ball 4. We're in the 7th inning, meaning if Strasburg can score 4 here, the game would be over due to the mercy rule that was implemented this year into the Valley League to save pitching and etc. So Parks will bat here. He's 1 for 3, singled and picked up an RBI and a run scored in the 3rd. And a ground ball foul. Today in 1998, Mark McGwire hits his 43rd home run and a Cardinals 13-1 drubbing of the Padres. His homer ties the club record set by Johnny Mize in 1940. But then the Albert Pujols came along, right? 0-1. And that's a strike. To 0-2 the count. Half facing the 9-man Parks here in the 7th inning. We're about 2.5 hours in tonight. The pitch. And in the dirt. They got a piece of the catcher. He can't find it. Garris is going to take off now and get there. So a wild pitch. After a long time, the catcher was looking for it, and finally Garris decided to take off and made it easily. Count is 1-2. Hello to our 43 viewers on YouTube and our 35 on Facebook and those listening on Stretch Internet. 10-4 the score in the bottom of the 7th. 1-2 to Brandon Parks, and he fouls it off the hands. Today in 2002, leading 4-1, the Blue Jays scored 7 runs in the 5th inning to take an 11-1 lead over the Devil Rays. Tampa Bay, however, comes back with 7 of their own in the next inning, but Toronto holds on to win 12-10. The then Devil Rays, the now Rays. 1-2. Down and in. Another pitch in the dirt from Half. And for him, that's now 12 strikes and 17 balls through an inning plus out of relief. The 3rd pitcher of the night for the Front Royal Cardinals. Winchester still holding on to a lead, 6-5 top 8 at Percyville. Charlottesville up 7-4 over Stanton in the 6th. Covington leading Harrisonburg 4-1 in the 6th. And the 2-2's low, 3-2. Speaking of Albert Pujols, today in 04 at Wrigley Field, Pujols goes 5 for 5, including 3 home runs and 5 RBIs as the Cardinals beat the Cubs 11-8. The Redbird first baseman's first career 3-run homer game helps the Cardinals erase a 6-run deficit. This year, of course, Albert Pujols' last year. And Parks swings and misses at a fastball, and that's out number 1 here in the 7th.
Center fielder number 30, Jonah Cox.
Today in 2008, the Giants send veteran second baseman Ray Durham to the Brewers for 2 non-prospects, Steve Hammond and Darren Ford. I guess they weren't highly touted or something. They were just guys. I don't know what that means. The pitch, and Cox takes one outside. Jonah with a 3-run home run, an exclamation point on this ball game. We've had 2 3-run home runs tonight. He walked his last time, stole second, got the 3rd on a wild pitch, but then was stranded out there. 1-0 the count. And a bender in there for a strike, 1-1. Speaking of another former Cardinal, 09, Matt Holliday drives in 6 to propel the A's to a 14-13 comeback win over the Minnesota Twins, the biggest and team history. Oakland trailed by 10 runs at one point in that game, but Holliday's grand slam in the 7th tied it. Jack Cust followed with a solo bomb that provided the winning margin. Justin Marneau drove in 7 for the Twins, including a grand slam of his own. 1-1, Jonah way out in front, swing and a miss, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. And that's outside. To the backstop, and Garris will go to third. A lot of wild pitches, stolen bases, and balls in the dirt tonight.
Let's go 3-0.
So the count's 2-2. And that's up the ladder, 3-2. Today in 2012, the United States Postal Service issues a set of 4 commemorative stamps depicting Hall of Famers Ted Williams, Larry Doby, Joe DiMaggio, and Willie Stargell. "3-2. And that is up high, ball 4. Another walk here. First and third, 1 out for Strasburg.
They got a white ticket, 843-443. 843-443. Good for 7150. 843-443.
And we've got a pinch hitter here for Armando Albert, and it'll be number 34, Graham Crawford.
Batting number 34, Grant Crawford.
The pitch, and that's up high, 1-0. Runner goes. The pitch is in the dirt. Throw to second. It is not in time. And another stolen base for Jonah Cox. He is just running all over the place tonight. That is at least 2 tonight, and I feel like I'm missing some. I guess it's only 2. Everybody else just has a lot too, I guess. Yeah, wild pitch, and he's been running all over. 2-0 to Graham Crawford. And he takes outside, 3-0. Crawford, 6-foot righty, actually a 6-foot switch hitter out of the University of Southern Miss. He comes in batting a .153, no home runs, 5 RBIs. .3-0. And that misses, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. And Claunch will come up as the winning run here in the 7th. Claunch is 1 for 4, a single and a run scored in the first, fly out to right in the second, fly out to left in the third, pop out to short in the 5th. Final history note coming up in 2018. Matt Carpenter hits 3 home runs and 2 doubles to lead the Cardinals to a 17-5 win over the Cubs. Just the second hitter to achieve that particular combination of extra base hits after Chris Bryant, and ties the club record for total bases in a game with 16. Bases loaded for Claunch, and he takes down an in, 1-0. At first, it's Crawford. At second, Cox. At third, Garris. Half trying to work through this 7th here. He is now up to 15 strikes and 27 balls. 1-0 the count. That's outside, 2-0. So those are our history notes for you. Thanks for listening on this day in baseball history, July 20th. We'll get to our history on Friday night as well. Well, if you're Claunch here, do you swing? Do you get one right down the middle? You try to hit a walk-off grand slam? He takes up high, 3-0. Now I think you sit there and take one. I don't think you can swing here. Maybe we'll get the yellow like the if it's a really good pitch. Thing is, one bad swing and it's a double play. 3-0. And that fly ball in the right, and it's going to be called. Runner is tagging from third. Bad throw. It gets away from the cutoff man. And honestly, a gift for Front Royal. It scores a run. It's 11-4, but takes a really good opportunity of Strasburg trying to win this game in 7 and throws it out the window. But Garris will score from third, sac fly and an RBI for Claunch. He swung 3-0. Didn't really work out, but an RBI, and we have a pitching change. So Cardinals go to the bullpen. We'll be back after this. And a pitching change for Front Royal with 2 outs in the 7th inning. It'll be a local product out of Linden, Virginia. Jackson Arnold from Emory and Henry College. Actually played against Arnold when he was at Warren County High School. And he will come in here and face Zane Denton from the University of Tennessee. Denton has been on twice tonight. He's 1 for 3. Arnold has thrown 3 innings this summer. He has 3 strikeouts and a 6 ERA. He takes a strike, 1-1. One swing ends this ball game. If it's a home run, that would be the 10-run rule. It's 11-4 right now. And Denton trying to hit his second 3-run home run of the night. It would be the Strasburg Express's 3rd team 3-run bomb of the night, 1-1. And he takes up high, 2-1.
Tim Bob Williams won the 50-50. Take it for us.
The count is 2-1. Jackson Arnold comes set, the righty ready, and the pitch. And that is at the knees for a strike. Zane didn't like it, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the 7th. Strasburg holding on to an 11-4 lead. Jackson Arnold comes set. And the pitch. And way outside off the catcher's glove. That is going to let him move up. That's going to be a pass ball, I think. So Cox to third, and that's what I'm talking about with Jonah. He's been moving up bases all night tonight. Those 2 runners out there are the responsibility of Half, not Arnold. So runs number 12 and 13 are in scoring position now. And just look back to how big that 3-0 flyout was that Claunch swung at. 3-2 the count to Denton. And he fouls it away, still 3-2 towards the parking lot. Took a big bounce. I don't know if it got anything, but count still full, 3-2. And he missed up high, and the winning run is on first base for Strasburg with still 2 outs here in the 7th inning.
Number 5, Henry Kohler.
Well, let's see if Kohler can keep up his perfect night. He's 2 for 2, 2 singles and 2 walks. And again, he still only scored 1 run in those 4 times getting on base. He's still looking for his first home run of the year as well. Well, let's see if this is his night. Here comes the first pitch from Arnold. And outside, 1-0. Arnold wears the number 1 on his back. The Cardinals have pretty big numbers on the back of their jersey, but look at Stanton's. Theirs is huge. 1-0. And this time it's a strike, 1-1. They were showing some of the draft footage of one of the guys from Oregon. The Oregon O was so small on the front, and the whole back of the jersey was like covered with a logo. I don't know who. Yeah, I don't know. 1-1. And a swing and a ground ball to short. Jeffcoat will gobble it, throw it to second in time, and they get out of the jam. So Jackson Arnold gets out of it for the Cardinals, and we will go to the 8th. Strasburg leading it 11-4. We go to the 8th inning. Kyle Gutschall with it. Thanks for staying up with us here on this Wednesday evening from the Valley Baseball League out of the North Division. Strasburg holding a lead of 11-4. Billy Rozakis still pitching. He will come out and face 7-8-9 here in the 8th inning for the Front Royal Cardinals. It'll be Noah Carter leading it off, and he first pitch swings into left. That'll drop in front of Parks and gets by him, and that'll be an error. So it's going to be now they're sending him to third base, and into third, that'll be a 2-base error for Parks. A single and an E7 letting him get all the way to third base to start the 8th.
Second baseman, number 7, Riley Frost.
So credit Noah Carter with his second hit of the night, and then two-base error and left. I mean, it was obviously going to be a single, but after that, it should have been stopped. So, Cardinals with a man on third, nobody out for Riley Frost. He's 2 for 3 tonight, a single, a double, and a strikeout. The pitch, and that's a strike, 1-1. Strasburg clearly going to give up the run for an out. It would be a unearned run, though, against Billy Rozakis. And that's hit down the right field line, but foul. Getting some changes here. We've got Crawford for Albert, Garris to third, Denton to short, and Graham Brown to first base. Sorry, Graham Crawford. Yep. 1-2 the count. And swing and a miss, and that is out number 1. And the pitch from Rozakis just uncorked out of the hand, and it's 1-0. Oh, my. They're going to go out and check on him to make sure it's okay. Just no grip to that baseball, evidently. So Billy Rozakis, who just let a pitch absolutely uncork out of the hand. I don't know what else to call it. That thing just went wacky, wacky. So a man on third with 1 out for the Cardinals after that pitch got 1-0 the count. And down and in 2-0. That's what happens with these baseballs, though. It gets so sticky out there, you start to lose the grip. Two and 0 the count to Christian Campbell. 0 for 2 tonight, and he hits one to third. Garris is going to field it and throw it to first, and he spiked it, and it goes down the line, rounding first on his way to second, throw to second by Kohler, and that ball is backed up properly. Just crazy inside here by the Express right now. A run scores. It's 11-5. It'll be an error on the third baseman. Runner gets all the way up to second base. Oh, my. Okay, so defense is getting a little sloppy here for Strasburg in the late goings. So an E5 on Reed Garris. That's 11-5 now. Runner at second, 1 out. Back to the top of the lineup, Dallas Height. And he gets hit by a pitch. And Height will take first. So let's see how much longer Rozakis has here.
Shortstop, number 2, Trent Jeffcoat.
And here's Trent Jeffcoat, the shortstop, batting for the 5th time tonight. First baseman, Dallas Height's shaking up. He got hit by that pitch, and he's walking down the line, trying to walk it off. So here in the inning, a single, strikeout, a single that turned into a 2-base error, a strikeout, an error on the third baseman, then a hit by pitch. So there's going to be a pinch runner here for the injured Dallas Height, and it's going to be number 3. So Jeffrey Lunan
running at first base, number 3, Jeffrey Lonan.
Will come in to run. First and second, one out. Pitch count's getting up there for Rozakis. He has thrown 2 1/3 so far. And 43 pitches. The pitch. Breaking ball misses, 1-0. 11-5 to score, top of the 8th inning. First run in the ball game for the Cardinals since the second inning when they scored 4 to tie the game after they were down 4-0. 1-0 the count. And that's outside, 2-0. To Jeff Coate. He's halfway to the cycle, single and a double. Run scored, 3 RBIs. And he pops it up foul, 2-1. Two on the count. And a fly into left. Parks coming in. He makes the one-handed snag, and there are 2 outs.
Baseman number 5, Drew Camp.
2 outs now after the line out to left for Jeff Coate. Here comes Drew Camp, the first baseman. He walked in the first, struck out in the second, grounded out in the fourth, walked in the 7th. Rozakis trying to get through another inning here. The pitch is a strike. Throw back to first. It skips off the first baseman, and Crawford holds the baseball. So moving to third base, I guess that's got to be an error to move him up. I don't know how else he would. So no error, he just moved up. The count is 0-1. Now 1-1 to Drew Camp. So we'll just say he moved up on the throw. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners on the corners for the Cardinals. The pitch, swing and a foul tip into the glove, and Rozakis is a strike away. We got started at 7:01. That's almost 3 hours ago. We are getting our money's worth. Or are we? Who can say we're putting in our time? 1-2. The lefty deals. Swing and a foul out of play. Still 1-2. Runner goes, the pitch, swing, and a pop-up foul. We've seen a lot of early swinging, but we've also seen a lot of long counts. Bottom of the 8th, Percyville has come back. They are now up 7-6. Wow. Again, the 1-2. Did he go? Yes, he did. Struck him out, and the half inning is over. So the Cardinals do score 1 run, but we go to the bottom of the 8th. Express up 11-5. First pitch is a called strike as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Ty Hooks facing Jackson Arnold. Arnold came in and got an out last inning, a ground out 6-4 on the putout. Hooks tonight struck out his last time up on a check swing that didn't look like he went around after instant replay. A ball and a strike's the count. And that's up high, 2-1. Two balls, one strike. And that hit him. And Ty Hooks will again get on base. On base machine. Second time he's been hit tonight. This one not in the helmet. So leadoff base runner. And here comes Miles Denton. Miles is 0 for 2 tonight in the 7 holes. He came in to bat for Tommy Tavares. The pitch. And that's down and in, 1-0. And that's inside from Arnold, 2-0. As we look forward to tomorrow's schedule, Strasburg will be at Winchester, and that's a 5 o'clock start with the lights down there, and a ground ball through the hole. And reaching first as the ball gets away on a throw from the shortstop. Jeffcoat tried to make a Jeter-like play after the documentary ran last night. It'll be a single and an E6 to advance the runners up. So Hooks will move all the way up to third base. It was a great effort by Jeffcoat, but just didn't have a chance to make that play. And Denton picks up the base hit. So it'll be second and third for Strasburg now, and here's Reed Garris. Garris batting with second and third, nobody out. Reed has been on 3 times tonight. Very solid performance for him tonight. Couple of hits, couple of RBIs, 2 runs scored. And he takes one up and in, 1-0. That's up and in, 2-0. And it's 3-0. Three of the count, base open at first for Garris. Nobody out in the home half of the 8th. Now right here, you might as well swing if it's good. And it's not good, it's outside. So Garris is on for the 4th time tonight. Give credit to him for having a solid performance all night long.
Number 6, Brandon Parks.
Bases are loaded, nobody out for the Express, and here comes Brandon Parks. So, here's the left fielder, and strike one. 11-5, bottom 8. We are 3 hours and 2 minutes in tonight. 0-1. And right down the middle, strike 2. Strasburg 11 runs on 13 hits and 4 errors. The pitch. And a hard hit grounder down the first base line off the first baseman's glove. 1 will score, 2 will score. And Parks with a 2 RBI double. And Strasburg's up 13-5 in the winning runs at second base. Hooks comes in to score. Denton comes in to score with Garris stopping at third. And Jonah Cox with a chance to walk it off here in the 8th. And the pitch outside, 1-0. Strasburg with a chance to win it here. That hit from Parks was well hit. It was a liner off the first baseman Camp's glove, and it went all the way down the line. 1-0 the count, and Front Royal is playing the infield in here, and it'll save them for now. There's one out as Jackson Arnold throws it to first, and there's the first out here in the 8th. Just a comebacker. Here comes Graham Crawford, the first baseman. Front Royal is playing the infield in here. Typically, you wouldn't see that in a blowout, but they're doing it because they want the game to keep going. So they want to play the 9th inning. 13-5 the score. Winning runs at second for the mercy rule. The pitch. And he takes a strike, 0-1. And for Front Royal tomorrow, they'll be at home hosting Percival at 7 o'clock. 0-1. And that's outside, just barely. Arnold wanted it, 1-1. Arnold has thrown 12 strikes and 16 balls through 2/3 of an inning. And ball, 2-1. Front Royal's defense is playing in here in a 13-5 ball game. If you hit it hard, yeah, it does. Or a little blooper. Just don't hit it to somebody. Outside, 3-1. On deck is Cam Claunch. And you know Claunch wants to get a big knock here and feel good heading into tomorrow's matchup against the Winchester Royals. 3-1. He swings and pops it up in the infield towards foul territory, and it stays in play. The third baseman, Campbell, could have called it right by the dugout. He thought he was out of room. I don't know, though, because if he steps on that sidewalk, it's a foul ball. And I don't know if he would have. He was running out of space, but it stayed in play. Fortunate the infield fly rule didn't get called by some crazy mistake. 3-2 the count now to Crawford. He popped that one up. Let's see if he can straighten it out and drive it into the gap and win the game. 3-2. And he hit one high into the air down the right field line. Right fielder coming in. He still comes in. He makes the catch. Runner coming home. Throw to the plate. And he is out. A double play. Garris trying to tag up, and we'll go to the 9th. Another base running blunder for the Express. Crawford flew out to right. Great play and right by Jackson. He threw it home, got the runner coming home, and the half inning is over. We go to the 9th, 13-5. We go to the ninth inning. JoJo Jackson will lead it off for the Cardinals. 4, 5, 6, Jackson, Harper, and Daggers. Zach Alston will come in to pitch in a non-save situation. Billy Rozakis done for the Express after 3 solid innings. 3 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, no earned, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. Zach Alston will pitch here. And the first pitch is in the dirt. And that just got Hooks really bad. Yeah, he's frustrated. Yeah, he is really angry. George Loss is going to come out and talk to him. You get hit in the neck area with 95, it doesn't feel good. So Hooks will prepare for the next pitch behind the plate. Zach Alston, 6'2" righty from Southampton, Pennsylvania, and University of Central Florida. I think he should just take some velocity off here. 1-0. And he did. 2-0. Strasburg just needs 3 outs here. The 2-0. And strike called, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, the count. Here it comes. Outside, 3-1. The Cardinals have 5 runs tonight on 8 hits and 1 error. I believe that's 8. Yep. 3-1. And he walks the leadoff man, just absolutely scorching it into the ground.
The DH, number 31, Carlton Harper.
And a meeting on the mound here. Meeting continues after the leadoff walk.
Go top, buddy.
Here comes the first pitch to Carlton Harper. Zach Alston set, and he deals. And misses, 1-0. (13-5) in the 9th inning. Strasburg looking for 3 outs. Ball 2. Alston just doesn't have it again tonight. And it's never that he gets hit around. It's just the control. I mean, he's got a really, those 95, 96 miles per hour. He's got a really good fastball with good giddy up. He's got a good tight breaking ball. This pitch is grounded to third. It's a fair ball. Garris is going to go off his back foot, and a great strong throw to first. Nice play by Reed Garris, getting the first out. So Alston gets the first out of the inning.
Left fielder, number 32, Sam Daggers.
And here's Sam Daggers batting for the 5th time tonight. Big thing there for a third baseman, Garris, is he was throwing it from his back foot planted, and he still had the strength to get it there, and that shows you the pitcher's arm that he has. So man in scoring position now for the Cards with 1 out in the 9th for Daggers. He's 1 for 4. Zach Alston set at the belt and the pitch. Slider stayed up, 1-0. And a ground ball down the first baseline, just foul. Very close, but not quite. And we've got a score update from the Winchester-Purcellville game. The Cannons come back to beat the Royals 7-6. 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Purcellville 2 in the 8th to go ahead, and they're now 15-21. Winchester falling to 13-22, and that's a big loss for the Royals, pushing them back even further. Front Royal already 24 losses in the loss column. 2-1. That's in the dirt, 3-1. Still making the catcher Hooks work late in the 11th hour of this one. Three-one, and fouled back, 3-2. Runner goes to pitch, and into the Royals dugout, and I think that got a piece of Dallas Height. Actually, no, it couldn't be Dallas Height. No, he got hurt earlier. It was Riley Frost who got hit. Full count, 3-2. Swing and a liner into right. That's going to drop for a base hit. Fielding right by Kohler. And holding up at third is Jackson. First and third, one out here in the ninth. Ninth hit of the night for the Cardinals.
The catcher, number 26, Noah Carter.
And here's Carter, and he takes inside, 1-0.
Say stuff like that. Look at the profile, child of God, happy, all that kind of stuff.
1-0 the count. And a called strike from Zach Alston, 1-1. Fouled back, and that got a piece of the umpire. 1-2. You hate to get hit at any time, but especially with 2 strikes and an out in the ninth inning. (13-5) here in the top of the ninth inning. The count is 1-2. Cardinals with men on the corners. Strasburg would love a ground ball or a strikeout. 1-2. And Alston doesn't get the call. It misses, 2-2. Two and two from Zach Alston. And he missed. Counts full, 3-2. I think you've just got to come with fastballs here if you can locate it. I mean, it's 13-5 here in the 9th inning. You just got to throw strikes. 3-2. Ground fly drive foul. Ball almost bounced back up into the umpire's, I'll just say, bag. The Mets announcers made a mistake one time when they were talking about all that, so just keep it there and we'll go move on. Three-two. Runner goes. The pitch up high, ball 4. And the ball game continues. Bases are loaded, and here comes Riley Frost.
Frost.
And the first pitch from Alston is a strike called. Oh, 1. And a called strike, 0-2. 2 good breaking balls. Frost awaits the pitch. Way outside, 1-2. One, 2 from Alston, misses way outside. 2-2. Long inning here, really. In this 9th frame, Alston has thrown, let's see, 26 pitches so far in the inning. He's gotten 1 out. Comes in 11 1/3, 23 strikeouts. The pitch. Up and in, and he's a ball away from walking one in. Yeah, if you're Strasburg here, you hate to burn another arm in the 9th inning in a blowout, but full count, 3-2. Skip to the plate. Did he go? No appeal? No, he didn't. And it's 13-6. RBI and a walk.
Third baseman, number 10, Christian Campbell.
And here's Christian Campbell, the third baseman. He has been on all 4 times tonight. Walk in the 2nd, actually struck out in the 4th. Fielder's choice in the 6th, and a reached on an error, picked up an RBI in the 8th. And he takes a strike. Alston again getting ahead, but let's see what he can do with it. A lot of runs in this game, a lot of errors, a lot of hits, a lot of pitches thrown, a lot of minutes ticking through in this game. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Oh, 2 the count. And the pitch. Ball in the dirt. 1-2. A comebacker to the mound. 1-2-3 would be a nice way to end it. One, 2 the count. And a ground ball to short. This should get an out. They're going to get 1. Back to first, not in time. And there are 2 outs It brings another run in, but they get a big out. So it'll be first and third. And a new hitter here will be number 3 coming in to pinch hit.
Now batting number 3, Jeffrey London.
Oh no, Jeffrey London's been in the game, yep. So this is his first at bat. Zach Alston deals, and a strike, 0-1. 0-1 the count. Runner goes, the pitch is hit down the first base line. Alston picks it up, throws down the line. It's all the way down the line. One scores. Throw to second. He is not. Oh, he's safe. Another bad play for the Express. Oh, my goodness. It'll be an error. It's 13-8.
Shortstop, number 2, Trent Jeffrey.
So second and third, 2 outs now. 13-8 in the ninth. And here's Trent Jeffcoat. The pitch. And it misses 1-0. It was just a little bit of a grounder down the first base line. Alston tried to make a Superman throw to first, and it airmailed past the first baseman down the line. And they almost got the runner at second, which would have been a crazy way to end the game. 1-0. Up and in, 2-0. So this has been a good inning for the Cardinals. 3 so far. Inching back into this ball game. Alston is struggling mightily tonight. 2-0. And a foul back. 2-1. That was pitch number 37 of the inning. 2/3 of an inning. He's only allowed 1 hit the entire inning. 2-1 the count to Jeffcoat. And that is a ground ball to short, not read well by the shortstop. Long throw to first. That's not in time, and it's 13-9. Infield single, runner moves up to third, and the inning continues. Campbell scores from third, moving to third, and the RBI single for Jeffcoat. I mean, this game has no business being this close. No way. 4 runs in the inning. And they're leaving him in. 1 swing here, and it's a 1-run game. Back to Drew Camp, or this is Drew Camp for the first time in the inning. He is the only one not to have hit, and he almost gets hit. Runner's coming home. Alston doesn't cover, and it's 13-10. Unbelievable. Another run scores. It was a wild pitch. 1-0 the count, runner on second base. 13-10 now. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Strasburg trying to get the final out here in the ninth inning. They just need 1. 1-1 pitch. And it missed 2-1. Batter tried to call time at the last second, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Strasburg, 13 runs, 14 hits, and 5 errors. A game earlier this year, Strasburg committed 7 errors against Front Royal and still beat them. 2-1 to Drew Camp. That's in the dirt. Runner moves to third, and he will get there. It's 3-1. And JoJo Jackson, the right fielder, is on deck. He led off the inning with a base on balls. Just need one out. That's it. 3-1 to Camp. And strike two. A little up in the zone, and he's fortunate to get the call. That is now 43 pitches in the inning for Zach Alston. 20 for strikes, 23 for balls. A strike away here in the ninth. 3-2. He deals. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Fielded by the second baseman, Denton. Throw to first in time, and the Express escape with a 13-10 victory. And for Strasburg, ending their losing streak in a game that lasted 3 hours and 30 minutes. Strasburg is 20-17, and they are now only a game out of first in the North Division. Strasburg wins it 13-10, and a wacky one to say the least. Winning pitcher tonight, Lucas Hartman for the Express. 5 innings, 6 hits, allowed 4 runs, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts. Losing pitcher, Jack Casa, 2 2/3, allowed 10 hits, 9 runs, all were earned, 1 walk and 1 strikeout. Some big hits tonight for Strasburg. Jonah Cox had a 3-run homer. Zane Denton also had a 3-run homer. Reed Garris, 2 RBIs out of the 8th spot, and Brandon Parks, 3 RBIs out of the 9 spot. Strasburg victorious tonight and a sloppy ending, but they are now 21-17. Front Royal falls to 13-25. The Express will be at Winchester tomorrow night. That'll be a 5 o'clock start, and we'll be back here on Friday to take on the Newmarket Rebels. Thank you for joining us all night long. We hope you enjoyed the coverage of the Valley Baseball League. Strasburg victorious 13-10, and they are now only a game out of first of the North Division with just a few games to go here in the 2022 season. Have a great rest of your evening. We'll talk to you again on Friday night. This is Kyle Gutschall signing off for the 2022 Strasburg Express and the Valley Baseball League.